Alright, so this is my second video. Last video said I was going to go over how to prep your body for heavy lifting. So essentially what I did was follow Ivan Jerk's advice. He said something so simple and so obvious, but it just made so much sense when I heard it. And it was if you're able to move 225 for a set of 5x20. You're strong. You're gonna become strong, even though it's a lot of volume, sure, and a lot of repetitions. You have to be strong to be able to move that weight. So what I did was, because I'm 163 pounds ish, I can't move 225 for five sets of 10 or 5 sets of 20 reps. That's insane. So what I did instead was a 10x10 with 225. Now you don't necessarily have to do 225. You could do lower weight or higher weight, and you definitely want it to be challenging. So that's what I did, and also implemented that into other lifts like preacher curls, tricep extension, actually skull crushers. What else? You could really implement that into like any compound movement, I would say. So that's what I did. I wasn't able to go through the entire 10 sets of 10 with 225. I was able to do maybe like 5 sets, and then the rest of the 5 sets I had to break it down and stuff. So what I did, so that's exactly what I did. I just broke it down into smaller sets, but I would not like get up after not be able to finish a set, if that makes sense. So that's what I did for about a week or two, and then I started doing the Smolov training along with the Smolov Junior training for my bench, along with just other lifts that I wanted to do. One thing I did notice is you need to be able to have enough rest, at least like 8 hours, but for me best it was 9.5 hours up to like 10 hours of sleep so I can fully recover. I think 10 hours is pushing it a little bit, but definitely 9 hours of sleep is what I would say is best, just so your body feels completely refreshed. I think that's the most important part. Second, I would say, is eat a lot of food. Not unhealthy food, because that kind of, at least for me, it makes me kind of sluggish and stuff. So I wouldn't really go with that route. I mean, every now and then, sure, but from like my main source of calories, I would not do junk food. I still eat junk food, but it's just not my main thing. And drink a lot of water as well. I also started taking creatine, just because I feel like that helps me like a little bit. And I know it might be a placebo effect, but the thing about a placebo effect is, if you think it's working, it starts working. And if it starts working, it's kind of not a placebo at that point. I mean, it still is, but y'all get the point. And yeah. So for the rest of my lifts, what I did while running the Smolov Junior from my bench, it was just 6x6s, 5x5s, 4x4s. If anyone really wants the training regimen that I do and what other lifts I started to implement, I'll put it down in the description, probably in the next video. Another thing was, make sure you do rear delts, because I didn't do this, and I kind of suffered the consequences of it. Now where my chest and my shoulder connect, I guess my front delts, that just really like caused a lot of pain. So that's why I didn't really post anything recently. So I was kind of waiting for inflammation to go down, but I know it's because I didn't do rear delt exercises. That's why at the beginning I was doing them of this video. Um, so yeah, make sure you do that. That's something I missed in this, I guess, like little micro cycle that I did for my training. But I'm probably going to do a combination of the small of junior and some heavier volume with 225, just so I can kind of prep the body again, and hopefully I'm able to PR. Also, I know these deadlifts aren't great because my lower back was hurting a little bit, but probably talk more later. And that's the end of this video.